So we're on day 4 now. The pain seems to get it a little bit more localized. Before it felt like my whole neck, the front, the back, the throat. Now I could almost feel like where the hardware is in the back of my neck, particularly the right side. The movement's a little bit better. Still don't need any pain meds, which is good. Had sex yesterday for the first time. Boom. Yeah. Oh my God, a married man is talking about having sex? What kind of world have we come to? Well, if you're trying to recover and that's not a goal of yours, then you're probably a gigantic nerd, and you could look me up on World of Warcraft and we could do that together instead. I did this little series where I took one of my swords, and I'll probably show that in a later one. Just kind of getting used to moving, holding something in my hand, understanding the biomechanics of when something's further away from you and closer to you, above your head, and how quickly you move with things changes the force placed on your neck as well. So it's something that I like to just kind of play around with and feel cool for a minute while I'm doing it, and who doesn't want to do that? Going for another walk today. I've been going at least 2 miles every day. Today's the first day I'm going to be carrying my firearm with me. Previously, the weight of my coat or even having anything in my pockets would pull down. It would bother my neck after about 2 minutes. So it's nice to be able to get back to that. Not that it's crazy dangerous around here, but sometimes we get coyotes and weirdos. So plus, it's in the Constitution, damn it. So we're just going to do what we're allowed to do. That's about everything. So let's go enjoy our walk. We're going to talk a little bit about types of rest, how this plays into what I was going through the first week or two recovering, coming out. So we go physical rest, mental rest, sensory rest, creative rest, emotional rest, social rest, and spiritual rest. So oh, I'm not spiritual, I'm not religious, I don't want to... Okay, there's a door. Go out that door, go down the stairs, go out another door. And don't come here to watch my stuff to complain about what I'm talking about. Just watch someone else that you agree with. I'm trying to share what I do, what helps me. Then you could go, oh, that does help me. Oh, I understand that. I would apply it this way to myself. I'm different than this man, and that's okay that he does it differently than me. Oh man, not had that much this week. So, again, quick reminder. This is educational. Everything I show you is purely educational. It's not even advice on what you should do. This is what I do. This is why I do it. These are the things I noticed and learned. Use that to help you in whatever way you find appropriate. Always be open with your physical therapist, your doctor, whoever the professional is that you're getting help from. So we go to physical rest. I'm taking a break. I need to sit down. I need to take a nap. I need to go for a brief walk to get blood flowing. I need to do yoga, something like that. Mental rest, you're doing something that's more leisurely, something you enjoy more. So even if you're playing video games regularly and you're playing a very difficult, challenging game, you'll switch to an easy game. You'll switch to something that you know you'll win at. You'll put the cheat codes on for something. It's that mental rest. You're reading a book that's easier to read and more enjoyable. It's not something that has complex words, literature that you're trying to understand and look up something every 2 minutes. We have sensory rest. That's just the stimulation we get, the input, so we get away from screen time. How much screen time have you had? Do you check that? There are actual studies that have said that people who have anxiety benefit from having less than an hour of screen time per day. Yes. I wrote a paper about it. I'll see if I could post something or link the study or even my paper with this post. Creative rest. I notice I have an issue with this because I have a very creative mind. There's times I don't get to build anything and it's very monotonous, labor, just crossing off days on a calendar type thing. And it's not challenging. For a living, I coach strength and conditioning. When everything is too easy, it gets very difficult for me to stay focused. So I need a client occasionally who's like a situation I'm in. Yes, I used to be able to rep 400 on bench and 600 on deadlift, and I'm turning 40 soon, and I have asthma, and I have a cervical disc replacement, and I have a high VO2 max for a 240-pound man, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what should I be doing? And it's all these little variables trying to figure that out. Something with creative writing. If you're an artist, what is your art? What do you do where you do it and it's like art? You need to engage in that occasionally if you've not. Emotional rest. Man, around the holidays? Do we need emotional rest? No, everyone's family and in-laws are awesome to be around all holidays. You could never spend too much time with your in-laws. What this looks like, setting boundaries, enforcing boundaries, not having to constantly be vigilant in that, feeling in a safe space to express yourself and your feelings and your thoughts. Just kind of sitting with what you're dealing with. A lot of times we have issues where we don't really know what's going on with our body or our mind, or we're distracted, and we have multiple things that are happening, trying to deal with multiple emotions. Well, I'm pissed off that my car is in the shop for the 4th time, and it's a 1.5 year old car, and it's been 2 weeks, and we don't have a loaner, and it's on back order. I'm pissed about that. I'm a little scared still about my neck because I get, what is the word? The medical word for dizziness. I always blank out. But we get a little bit of dizziness when my head isn't in the right position. I'll feel that. It's fine. I'll be okay. But I have to look this up, and I have to communicate it to people, and I have to go through all this. Yeah, I'm angry about this. I'm a little scared about this. I'm anxious because I want to get back to training and moving the way I used to. Being in the gym, for me, helps calm a lot of these issues that I get from rest. I get to be creative. I get to focus on my emotions. I get to do something physical and kind of ground myself. Social rest, it's that battery. It's the introvert-extrovert battery. Have you been in the house all month, all season? Are you getting cabin fever yet? Do you need to socialize with people? Are you around people nonstop and you've not had time to internalize anything and reflect and look at yourself? What are you doing? What do you need? What do you want? And usually a lot of us have just a very basic, like, well, I've gone to a party 6 days in the last 2 weeks, so I guess I could sit home and watch a movie with my spouse or something. And you'll do that, and like, man, I feel so much better. I feel ready to go out again. And like the other people, I'm introverted. When we have to be around people, it's difficult. So it's choosing who you're going to be around. I don't want to go to a party with 50 people. What is it? Lastly is spiritual rest, connecting to your values, purpose, meditation, prayer. So my son knocked on the door real quick. That's why we get a little thing. I'm not going to redo videos ever. It's not important enough to avoid little distractions like that to me. So I am a devout Christian. I feel like I was put in a specific position with who I am, my personality, my body type, my understanding of things, my experiences, to be able to understand and move the bar forward for everything related to health and fitness. I have a high sensory, high somatic input for my body. I have a higher level of body awareness than anyone I have ever met in my entire life. So when I get to do that, these videos, it feels important to me. I feel like it's something I was meant to do to help people explain, oh, you feel that too? You go through that too? That's what happens, etc. What are we called to do? What is more important than just checking off days on a calendar? Yeah, we got our work done. We saved money. Are we living to work, or are we working to live, as the old saying goes? So 7 types of rest. Do your own reflection. And when you're feeling like you need a break, when you need to rest, well, where do I need to rest? Because I slept plenty, and I've been around people, and I've done blah, 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 blah. So hopefully this helps. Stay in there.